Oops. I think your saved game is corrupted. Just kidding.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Game Center Crown. My name is Joy. This is Detroit Become Human, and that was not cool, Chloe. But you could see her LED was red, like she was really thinking about it. But anyway, I wanted to show you that little intro. It's always a surprise to see what she's going to say the next time I boot the game up. But we're going to continue where we left off. And I believe we are picking back up with Markus in Jericho.
Who are you?
Fugitives. Just like you. My name is Josh.
I'm Simon.
North.
Let's ask about refuge.
I don't understand. I thought Jericho was a place where androids lived in freedom.
We do live in freedom. It may not be what you hoped for, but here we have no master. We don't belong to anybody.
The trail?
And you knew that only an android could follow the trail, didn't you?
Only those who are like us can find Jericho.
If you could decipher the signs, it's because one of us trusted you enough to give you the key.
There's a place where we can be free. Find Jericho.
The android.
How many are you?
There are 19 of us still in working order. The rest were damaged escaping their masters.
Many tried to reach Jericho. Few succeed. Humans have little pity for our kind. I understand how you feel, but we have more freedom here than you ever did.
Waiting in the dark for something to happen? That's not how I see freedom.
You're lost. Just like the rest of us. We didn't ask for this. All we can do now is deal with it.
You're safe here. You can stay with us as long as you want.
Go and see Lucy. She might be able to help you.
Looks like we got damaged on our fall. Need to find Lucy and explore Jericho, and North looks awfully familiar to one of the missing android reports that we read when we were Connor at the police station. But we can start some fire here, get some light on the subject, make it a little bit easier to see. We won't have to rely on our flashlight as much, and also the androids will gather around it, strangely, even though androids don't need heat. But we can walk around and talk to people.
Not in very good shape, am I? My diagnostic program isn't working. I don't think it would have anything good to say anyway.
What happened to you?
They tied me to the back of a car. I think they wanted to have fun. I don't want to shut down. No, I don't want to shut down.
So 19 of them are still in working order, and it appears that there are a lot more who are not doing so hot. But I'm gonna walk around and light these barrels first, and also make the rounds and see what info we can get from everyone. And I know where Lucy is, and I'm gonna actually try and avoid her to make sure we can talk to everyone first.
I've heard humans are afraid of dying, too. Do you know what happens after death?
No. No, I don't.
Well, I'm about to find out. What's your name?
Markus.
I was glad to meet you, Markus.
Yeah, today's episode is probably not going to be super light. It's definitely going to be on the heavier side for sure. Let's see. Anybody hanging out back here? I know North is nearby, and then one guy is kind of conveniently blocking the stairs to keep us in this area. We have a random arm kind of tossed aside here. Can I talk to you? Nope, you're just blocking my way. Alright. North, I believe, is over here somewhere. Or actually, she's on the other side now that I think of it.
They threw him out when they didn't want him anymore. He was living on the streets before we brought him here.
They'll all shut down if we don't find a way to help them.
To help them, we need blue blood and biocomponents. We salvage what we can from those who shut down. But there's never enough.
So, how do they survive?
They won't. We're slowly dying out.
So they don't need food and they don't need warmth, but they do need to refresh their biocomponents every once in a while. Something to look at here is that android children are made. And this one is a little boy in particular. Why? I'm not entirely certain. But that is a thing that exists in this universe as android children. Let's see. Anybody else hanging out? Ooh, what is... RA9. Got some signs of deviancy happening here, which we knew already, but... And then we have another arm strewn away here. Let's see. Oh, hang on. What is this? So the crate is already empty. These are CyberLife crates that are carrying extra sort of android parts. We can analyze this. And CyberLife Warehouse and Docks, West Torrance Avenue, Detroit, Michigan. So now we have the location of a warehouse that CyberLife is using. So we've explored Jericho. But I still want to talk to some people. Here we have two androids hanging out by the side. I think we can actually light a barrel over here and they'll come over. This is North. Playing sort of with a tennis ball or racquetball. We can light this fire. And I think those two that were standing in the corner will come and warm up. Maybe? What if I move away? Yeah, we'll see what happens. But, oh, they came over. And what about you? Can I talk to you? Simon, I think his name was? It looks like I can't talk to him just yet. But let's talk to North in the meantime. She's neutral towards us. Time here?
How long have you been here?
4 weeks, 3 days, 11 hours. When I escaped, there was nowhere else to go. Jericho seemed as good a place as any.
You.
What was your function before coming here?
What do you care?
She did not like that. She is resentful towards us. We will figure out how to get her back in our good graces. Wounded?
A lot of these guys in pretty bad shape.
That's how the humans treat those who disobey. They despise us. They'll never accept what we are. If you came here for comfort, you came to the wrong place.
So, I want to talk a little bit about North's reaction here. When I first played this through, I didn't actually read all through the police reports that Connor had on his desk in that episode. I forget what it's called. I think it's called Waiting for Hank. But we actually know who North is, and we do know what her function was before she came here. Her model is specifically sort of a sex robot. So she's meant to be a sexual partner. And it would explain why she's very resentful and doesn't want to talk about it, because chances are, and you know what we've seen of humans abusing their androids, she was probably not treated very well, and honestly was probably likely raped. So something to keep in mind with her backstory. She's very touchy about her past, for good reason, obviously. But when I first met her, just kind of how very pretty her model is, I was sort of able to, in just her reaction of what's it to you and why do you need to know about my past, I was able to sort of piece together like, oh, she probably was meant as like a romance or a sex android in her previous life. But that's why I was a little bit surprised when I saw the file in Waiting for Hank that showed that she was missing, because that outlined, it specifically said that she was designed for a like pleasure, human pleasure. So a bit rough. Can we talk to you yet? No? Is there a barrel that I'm missing here? No, I got that one. Oh, that's right, I need to find Lucy, I believe her name is. I want to see if this guy has anything to say. I don't think he does. He's probably just blocking our exit. He is. What about you? No? Just hanging out? Okay. So we can come back here. Ooh. Yeah, I know where I'm going. I don't need to hold down R2.
Are you Lucy?
Sit down.
You know, she's only nightmare fuel. It's fine. And she's the one who's been singing this entire time.
Show me. I'll stop the bleeding. Drink this.
Alright, drinking the Kool-Aid, literally. So probably giving us Therium back.
Give me your hand.
It's also interesting to see the inside of her kind of head and how it works.
You had it all, and you lost it all. You've seen hell, and now hell lives in you. Your heart is troubled. A part of shadow and a part of light. Which will prevail? Your choices will shape our destiny.
So that's very interesting. Androids can share experiences just by touching each other, so they can sort of like transfer memories from one to another. The cool thing about Lucy that I think that they did from just a character design standpoint is they have her this very obviously battered and beaten up robotic, clearly robotic person, but, or, you know, machine or object, whatever you want to call her, but she has a lot of very profound artistic things to say. So just that juxtaposition is really interesting to me. And now I think we can actually talk to Simon, because we've fulfilled our other objectives. Yes.
Simon. I know where we can find spare parts. CyberLife warehouse is in Detroit Harbor. They have everything we need.
The docks are guarded. We can't just walk in there and take what we want. Humans will never let us.
Which is why we won't ask permission.
We don't have any weapons. And even if we did, none of us knows how to fight.
We can steal what we need without fighting.
We'll just get ourselves killed.
Maybe. But it's better than waiting here to be shut down.
I'm with you.
So North is back to
Maybe
being
it's worth a
neutral.
try.
Simon's neutral. And Jericho's neutral towards us, like the collective of Jericho.
I'm in.
And Josh, I believe, is neutral to us as well from when we talked to him earlier. And we got 100% completion, which is not hard because this is a very linear one. So there's that. And I'm going to see what the beginning of the next... Here, this is actually good up here. Public opinion is skeptical of androids. Jericho is neutral towards Markus, as well as North, Josh, and Simon. North, Josh, and Simon being our kind of main liaisons between the group. The notables of Jericho. We're only about like 17 minutes in, so I'm going to see if I can figure out how long the next one is going to be. And if it's going to be a longer one, I'm actually going to cut the episode here. Let me see. Oh, this is a long one. Okay. So we're going to... I don't think Chloe's going to have anything to say. I know I said I'd back out every time, but as far as I know, she wouldn't have anything new to say after our brief visit to Jericho. So I'm going to cut the episode here, and in the next one, we're going to catch back up with Kara and Alice, and this is actually a very cool little episode, if I'm not mistaken about what it is, and I don't think I am. So thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope to see you next time for a very cool episode. Later, y'all.